She would have been 51 today, and you still circle her birthday on your calendar, even though she died 27 years ago. Her name was Katie, and you met at the bad kids' school. You were the only weirdos there and became fast friends because you both had the same Cure t-shirt on. She came up to you one day and said, "Cool shirt." You replied, "Cool band." It was love immediately. Katie smoked 2 packs of Camels a day and had a raspy voice. Anytime she loaned you anything, the items always smelled like a sticky and sweet mixture of frankincense and tobacco. That's a smell combination that still fills you with a dreamy yearning. It smells like true love to you, and it's probably why you dated so many smokers over the years. You and Katie were inseparable and never slept. You would stay up all night inside her waterbed that she never got around to filling with water. Honestly, it was hardly a bed. There were a few pillows thrown in there, but it was more like a hard box full of ashtrays and clothing. You both started referring to it as the sandbox. It sounded like a club. "You want to go to the sandbox tonight?" "Hell yeah." You would spend hours in the sandbox, taking no-dos and trying to make each other laugh. You would get a special thrill when you would make her laugh so hard that she'd start coughing. You loved her wheezing cough laugh. It made you laugh, then you'd start wheezing. You also made a lot of arty videos together and would write letters to each other instead of talking. You would fill entire notebooks full of jokes and musings to one another and pass them back and forth. Sort of an old-fashioned version of sending friends memes. You still love doing that and are totally the person that sends a text to someone 2 feet away just to watch them react to it. You have such a romance with written words because you can revisit them. Talking is fleeting and in the moment. Written words have more permanence. You wish you could find those notebooks you filled up with her. You were 22 and living in San Francisco when you got the call about her death. You hadn't seen each other in a few years, but had the kind of friendship where you didn't really need to stay in contact. There was no neediness or expectations with your connection, and whenever you saw each other, it was like no time had passed. That said, you did miss being around her, but often men, be it lovers or her estranged father, got in the way of you having one-on-one time. The last time you saw her, you both had boyfriends with you and just waited for them to go to sleep so you could laugh all night with each other. You still remember her open casket funeral and how pissed she would have been that her mom played the wrong Cure song. It should have been All Cats Are Grey, and not Lullaby, or whatever the fuck they chose. You also wanted to laugh so hard when Cyndi Lauper's True Colors came on unexpectedly. It was so corny. Who put that on? You couldn't help but feel sucker punched that the one person that would get the dark humor of this funeral was the person the funeral was for. You had nobody to laugh about it with. So you cried. After Katie's funeral, you went back to San Francisco, and the love of your life, at least in that moment, dumped you. You wish you could have told Katie about that. You wish you could have told her about a lot of things. You followed the Cure around. You met Robert Smith and his aunt. He even invited you and your friends to eat Indian food with them in Australia, but then kind of gently implied that you should probably tone down your look a little for a nice dinner. You and your buddies were in the height of Japanese Fruits magazine fashion. Was Robert Smith really implying we looked too weird? Katie would have died, except that she was dead. Maybe she predicted the future and that story took her the fuck out to an early grave. Who knows? You never had that dinner with Robert Smith. Katie's death changed you in ways you didn't expect. It made you a better friend to all the friends you made after her. You knew in your heart that lovers come and go, but true romance and true love are the people we can laugh with at 4 a.m. You hold on to those people so tight and never take them for granted.